Welcome to Susie Showtime and the Gadget Lady. I'm the Gadget Lady, as you can probably guess, because most of the time, as I was growing up um, and for years, I acquired a lot of gadgets and I got labeled the Gadget Lady and it stuck. Um, and I learned about the gadgets. I helped friends with the gadgets, and so that's what I became, the Gadget Lady. And so I thought, well, let's make something with that, and let's do YouTube anyway. So, having said that, yeah, I have a lot of gadgets, and I'd like to show them what they are and how they work, and explain things about how they're done. Um, I've had it said that you have a TV show called How It's Made, and YouTube is how it works, how to fix it, and 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 a review about what to do with the said gadget. Anyway, so I will do those over time. I'm going to do some maybe comparisons of some gadgets as well, so look for those. But I thought before I do all of that, I really should explain my feeling and my background on the idea of rechargeable batteries versus batteries, and plugging stuff in, and that, which is a part of being a part of the gadgets. And so I thought I'd explain a little bit of that. Some years ago, I got really frustrated with batteries, and because you had batteries everywhere, and so you had everything takes either a battery plug in or something like that. And so I had you have your AAA batteries, AA batteries, C batteries, D's, 9-volt batteries, and sometimes those big square batteries that used to go into flashlights, and or you had those big long flashlights that took D batteries. And I remember having one of those and trying to find D batteries, and not every store carried them, and they were really expensive on top of it. So replacing those, and they wouldn't last very long. The power in those batteries just didn't last very long. And I can imagine someone taking a bug out bag today and going, okay, I got flashlights, I got, inflatable things, and, um, and other devices that could use batteries. But I mean, you're carrying in that bug out bag this thing of batteries now, and that's taking up half your space. So, you know, so rechargeables actually are a whole lot better because most of them can be universal. I'm not a fan of proprietary stuff. I'm going to have a few. I'm going to show a few and explain a few things about, what to do with them. But I'm not really a fan of those as much. I would prefer everything to come in something that I can actually universally use, with just about everything. So I do buy AAA batteries and AA batteries and that, but I try to buy ones that are rechargeable. And there's even another battery that is also rechargeable most of the time. I don't know if I've seen any that are not rechargeable for the 18650 batteries, which are the big, long, big batteries, and most devices that are rechargeable actually have them in it. But you can replace some of those. So there's that. And so I got this device that actually I can charge all of those with. It's USB. You can either plug it in into the wall using a USB plug, or you can plug it into your computer, or another device that you have that is USB compatible, and charge up those type of batteries, which is great. But there's other devices as well that I have, and I'll be showing a lot of those, that each one of them comes with a USB plug. This one's a USB-C. There's micro, there's mini, and there's also the lightning, which is usually iPhone or Apple products. Um, and none of what I'm showing here is sponsored, so I'm trying not to use product names or anything. But if you're interested in them, I will probably wind up doing a description later on that will probably have a lot of those type of gadgets and where to get them. Right now, I just wanted to show what this is all about. So, I mean, everything you have has a rechargeable thing to it. So here's what I also have. I came up with another way because of everything that comes with those USB cables. Also, I came up with a universal USB charger, and it basically has your regular USB plug. So this is the USB plug, and then you have this end, which is flat on the end, which has a little some pins on it, and all you do is take these little end pieces that are either whatever the item that you need is. So it has USB-C, the micro, the mini, and the lightning. And for actually for the mini, I have another device that I use for that. These don't actually come with the mini, but you can use the mini because I've discovered a way to use the mini. But and so everything has that. So this is actually data. There's actually different colors of these ones. There's blue and black. I chose red so I could distinguish that this one is data, and that means I can plug it into my computer, or I can plug it into even one of those TV data sticks, so I can actually read off of a drive with it. So there's that. Then there's this type, which actually is a type that my husband likes and uses. Oops. So this one is just regular USB. It does not have the ability to connect to something data. Not really too much of a big deal for most people. They can just get those. We also got this other one that is really kind of neat. You can probably find these on Wish, Amazon, Temu. I should probably get them in any store these days, but it's just gives something a little different. Oops. It will light up. So you know that it's working when it's lighting up, and so that's kind of cool there. Okay. So like I said, for most of my devices, they all have that now because so I have a tip for each one of them. I also have a power bank. This is my favorite one that I have. And I think for a bug out bag, this would be the greatest one to have. So you have one of these, you have one of the cables and all the parts, all the different tips in that, so you can universally use it. And this one's actually really neat because it's solar. So even if in the case of that you were out in a mountain somewhere, you can just put this out, and this one takes this one grabs the light even in when you're in clouds. So like a cloudy area or something like that, it does not need direct sunlight. It just starts charging when it's outside. So this one is really good for that. It has a light on it, 2 USB connections on it, but that's another review for another day. So all my devices, I do use that, and so I actually really enjoy having that because I know that no matter what device I have, I can charge it anywhere. So I have one package that I carry around with just those. Everything's rechargeable now. It's very unlikely that any of the devices I'm going to be showing in the future are not rechargeable. Then I will say, like I said, there's that battery that's the 18650 batteries. There's like a lot of devices come with that. But there are some devices that they don't have, you can't replace the battery in them, but they do last a very long time, most of them. And it's very unlikely that, you'd probably go 10 years before you'd actually have to worry about replacing the item. But in most cases, it's actually probably cheaper to replace the item than it is to replace the batteries. We have the same problem with printers. It costs more for the ink than it is for the printer in the long run. So I just wanted to give a little explanation of that. Some devices are coming very shortly that I'm going to review and show what they do, how to work around some problems with that I've actually come up with, that I've been doing. And so if I've stumbled around a little bit here, I'm still getting used to this. Recently got over a cold, so I took a little bit of a time before I made this video to really hopefully explain that. So if you have any questions, please put in the comment section and I'll try to respond, or I may do a follow-up video. Uh, please give a like, subscribe, and I will be right back with another one very shortly.